Hey, we made some good money. Means we can buy some more plants. And I gotta plant those plants so I can get my rank up so I can actually build a scarecrow. Yes, it's raining. Oh, and I only have like half energy because I almost knocked myself out last night. That's dumb. You're dumb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Done. Okay, so I don't have even near enough stuff to actually fill these spaces out. I don't know why I'm digging them. I kind of wish I had more money. Well, okay, I might be able to set this up right because I can sell crops to what's his face at the store, whose name escapes me. It really shouldn't escape me, but it does. And I can sell fish to Willie. So if I go fishing until I'm about out of energy, and then I sell all my fish to Willie, and then I go up and sell what I have for scavenged stuff to what's his face in the central store, then I should be able to buy maybe enough stuff. Oh, Pierre, That's how I assume he breathes. Oh, got a Jaja going. Wait. Yes, drink it. We need all the energy. Every now and then you can get really good stuff out of dumpsters. Like, or trash bins, I suppose. At one point, I actually got a full cake, and it was the best day of my entire life. Not even talking about in the game, just in general. Hey, boy, you better watch this. I'm going to catch way more fish than you and sell it to you at an extortionate rate. I hope you're ready. As soon as I can remember which button I'm supposed to hit when it goes off. I think it's X? Maybe? Hello? It is X. Okay, we're good. Oh no. Keep her there. Okay, now we're going to be real cocky about this. And, dang it. I was hoping I could get away from it and go get that present. This is the kind of game it is. The most exciting moment so far was the fact that I missed a present. Any present on this one? Huh? So the friend that I was talking to, who is very much about like getting everything done at with the best way possible. According to him, once you're in multiplayer, fishing actually isn't nearly as like good economically because everything sells for the same rate. Oh, I got it. Yes, everything still sells for the same rate, but right now, in single player, as soon as I cast my line, oh, cool. As soon as I cast my line, not cast my line. As soon as a fish bites and I get into the minigame, time freezes. But when you're playing multiplayer, it just keeps going because you have other people playing. Which means that every time I'm catching a fish, I'm not wasting any time. Because even though I'm spending a good amount of time, not even going to try for that present, though. Even though, I'm spending a good amount of time doing the minigame. Ooh, halibut. Halibut. Even though I am spending a good amount of time catching the fish, it doesn't actually take any time. Also, halibut are crazy. Like, at one point I was camping up in Alaska, and on our way in, so we obviously landed in Anchorage, and then I need to remember where we went, but we went to a very large port area, and there was just so many different fishing boats and whatnots. And when we got there, there was actually a few fishermen that were cutting up some halibut that they caught. And the fish was so big, it took 3 of them to lift it onto a hook. And it must have been at least like 5.5 feet, like long, nose to tail. And then one guy had to just hold on to the thing from behind while another guy just went at it with a knife. and it was the most amazing thing I've like ever seen. And it's also one of the reasons why I'm still kind of scared of the ocean, because yes, there are very big, very friendly fish down there, but there are also very big, very not friendly fish that statistically won't kill me, but I'd rather not take that chance. I'm sorry, Cole, but I need to have more space for fish. Also, I'm thinking I only got a couple more casts left before I have to go and do the other stuff. But you know, the ocean is something that's always fascinated me, and I actually spent a good portion of my childhood next to the ocean. But swimming in it just still kind of scares me, if I'm going to be honest. Like, I swim in lakes so much, but the ocean is a different animal entirely. I'd love to sail the ocean one day, though. That'd be cool. But not swim in it. That would be preferable not to. And you may say, well, Ben, if you're going to be sailing on the ocean, you might want to get used to the idea of swimming in it. No, that's like saying that if I'm driving, I should get used to the sensation of a crash. Like, swimming in the ocean when you're on a boat is the worst case scenario. Just saying that. Okay, let's sell everything we have. I really hope this is going to be good enough to get us up to have enough money to buy those turnips. Hey, my boy. I'm going to sell you some fish. There you go. Oh, that might be enough. Okay, now I didn't even check to see if Pierre, if his store is actually open today. Probably should have checked that. That's okay. No! All the effort. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. We're fine. Look, we're gonna, hey, who are you? You're Sebastian. Oh, you moved in, right? Cool. He probably doesn't have a backwoods accent. He looks very hip with the kids. Is a Penny? Hey, Penny! 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 Raindrops really loud. Yeah. It's soothing. Oh my God, Penny. I'm sorry, but Penny, here's a shell. I was gonna make this big thing where I was gonna have it like anybody who wanted to could vote like in the comments or whatever and be like, oh, I'd go with this option or that, but no. No. I mean, if Willie was an option, that would be something else, but he's not, so Penny. There's no other way to go. Just Penny. Get her out of that trailer house, get her in a nice home. She deserves it. Also, I mean, okay, so one of the cool things about this game, because as I have just started talking about, is the another portion of it is it's sort of a simulated life sort of thing where you're on a farm. Of course, you got to find yourself a bride. Like, that's just 101, right? Right. Anyway, once you do actually get married and your spouse moves in, each of the spouse, it actually creates an add-on to the house. A fishing proficiency. Fishing proficiency. Wake up. Remember my promising with a hot proficiency and trades. Yeah. So, what am I doing with my life? Oh boy. So you get an expansion to the house when you get married. Also, why do I have a cactus? I mean, it is the one thing that I wouldn't kill, but why do I have a cactus? So when you get married, you get an expansion to the house, and with it you get a kitchen on the left-hand side, but also you get a specific space on the right-hand side that comes with the spouse. So like each person has their own thing. So like for the smart person I was showing you earlier, like for her I think it's like a lab set and like a telescope and all that sort of stuff. I honestly don't know what anyone else is. Penny, she brings in a library. Like her own personal Beauty and the Beast library. Like, why would you choose anybody else? When do you open? You open at 9. Okay, that gives me just enough time to work through everyone's trash. Hey. Hey. Hey, got some more bread. I wonder if Penny likes bread. I could have a small library in such a small town. God, you are the best. Here's some bread. When you're lost in a book, it's easy to forget the realities of your life. Ah! Ah! I will fight you. Like, she is just the best. Please open. I really want to not be standing out here. Please? Please? Oh, welcome to Piers. Oh, yeah, let's... How many do I need? Like 30? Oh, so I bought 25 plus 15. So 40. Perfect. Also, I have this phenomenal album on my phone at all times that is the complete soundtrack of this game, but played on an actual piano. And it is gorgeous. Like, I fall asleep to that stuff on a regular basis. Woo! 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 I really... This is kind of worrying me because, so, if you get a recipe to craft a scarecrow relatively early on, honestly. But until you actually make them, there's like a certain percentage chance that when you get up in the morning, a scarecrow will just show up and wreck a couple of your plants. And that is bad because it's only like a plant or two, but still it's hurting your bottom line. And if you have a plant that you have out that's like, okay, all of these parsnips, wait, are they parsnips? Turnips? Yeah, turnips, I think. They're like single-use seeds. So you use them once, and the plant grows, and then once it's done, you just pull them out of the ground, good to go. And then you plant something else. Other plants like beans or corn or melons, I think, they actually are multiple use sort of thing. So you plant them and then they grow, and then once you harvest them, you're able to re-harvest them later because it's like fruit bearing stuff. So like these, it's not as big of a deal if one of them gets plucked off by a crow, but once I have like peppers going and whatnot, if they wreck a pepper, that's like 5 or 6 different, possible harvests that they just ruined. And then you get mad and you say some things that you didn't want to say, and then the internet bans you forever, and you have to go and hide in another country or another state, at least like Florida or something, live by the ocean and go swimming with the alligators and nearly die. Then get a new freaking name and a new face, whole surgical thing, and then finally once you decide to come back on, you're making video game stuff. Ugh. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, so yeah, there's different types of plants that are very, very good to use, like, honestly. Which is why I'm keeping all this stuff. Yeah, so once we actually have the money from this, it's still going to be early enough in the season where I'm probably going to invest pretty much everything I've made into crops that, oh, come on, I almost got it. Okay, we're good. I'll have to finish that off tomorrow. Yeah, I'm going to replace them with bigger and better crops that have a higher, like, yield, basically, or a more consistent yield so I can make more money off of them, but they cost more to get in. And then once I have a general thing going of like, oh, it takes this much energy to water the crops that I have, then hopefully the mine will actually be opened up. And then I can start using that. Because the mine is actually a good source of income as well, honestly. You son of a... Yeah, so that's what I was talking about. Little piece of journal update. What's in my journal update? How do I get to my journal? I can't remember. There we go. Yay! Oh, and then they give you little quests to kind of like give you a, hey, maybe you should try these things, and we'll give you money for it. So like this wants me to build a croup, this one wants me to reach farming level 1 and craft a scarecrow. Because I just lost a plant to a crow. Bastards. Okay, I'm going to start by replacing these central ones, I think. Yeah, that'll do. But yeah, there are different types of achievement-y things. You know, there's a little quest like I just showed you that can give you some general guidance on like, oh, maybe I should be doing this next. But then also, a little later in the game, it's going to show off, like, it's a normal thing for Harvest Moon games to have kind of like this almost weird, like, spirity magical thing, where there's, like, little entities that you can normally befriend, and then they'll help you out in some ways, like in Friends of Mineral Town, Harvest Moon Friends of Mineral Town, there were, like, these little fairy things. And basically, if you did good deeds and whatnot all around and helped out nature and all that stuff, then every now and then you would get these, you get the little fairies. They would basically do a crop dust over your whole land and fly by like right in the morning, and they would just water and grow everything. So it's like every now and then you'd walk out of your house in the morning and it would just be like all your crops are suddenly fully grown from being planted and everything's watered, and you're like, yes! That doesn't really happen in this one, but you get different benefits for it. Specifically, like, they're more structured achievements, which I should be talking about this when, you know, when it actually shows up, because then that, you know, would give me, I wouldn't be wasting the content here while just watering stuff, and I could actually show you. I should probably do that. But basically, there's a lot of achievement-y stuff you can do that actually helps you out and gives you something to actually kind of focus on, you know, give you a little more guidance versus just, oh, I think I'll plant turnips today. Not that planting turnips today is a bad idea, but you know, I ain't gonna judge. Well, here we go. I was just explaining this whole thing, and now here we are. Oh, hey there. Oh, that's a pretty beat-up building there, don't you know? You should probably get yourself a new carpenter in there, eh? Yeah, it's pretty much a bit of an eyesore, but I wasn't going to say anything. It's Pelican Town Community Center, or what's left of it, and I don't... Oh! Sorry, I think I choked on the Midwest there. Watch this. Guess Vincent and Jazz must have been playing in here. There are two young kids in the entire quote-unquote town. And they are, well, he just mentioned them. Demon Ghost! What? Little pains in the neck. They only show themselves to you and then they hide when other people are around. You ill? Yeah, there's nothing. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. You're worrying me, son. Papa? Papa, is that you? Oh, I need some lunch. Yeah, feeling a little peckish. I know, because you keep leaving baguettes in your dumpster. I mean, I have no idea what you throw away. Okay, so basically, I'm going to have to unlock it by going and talking to a crazy wizard dude. But these little spirit guys just kind of reside in this building. Hey, boy. Goodbye, boy. And they have this thing that you can't read because it's like... Well, I mean, you can see it. And now that I've looked at it, I'll get a creepy letter that's like, we know. But it's actually from a wizard who's like, I'd like to help you with your spirit problem. And then you can do tasks for the creatures in there. And then once you finish tasks, they'll give you rewards. And once you finish like a whole room of tasks, then they'll give you like a big reward, like, I don't know, a railway system that goes through like the entire place and cuts down your transition time like immensely. It's just good stuff.